It was a surreal moment for one of Nigeria's finest writers, Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, and hundreds of readers as they had heartfelt conversations on her book, Notes on Grief. At a book reading in Lagos, Ms. Chimamanda gave attendees a chance to experience love, communion, and grief.
How does a heart break twice? To still be immersed in grief, barely breathing again, and then to be plunged callously back into a sorrow you cannot even articulate. Words penned down by award-winning Nigerian writer Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie to mourn a mother months after her father passed on. Notes on Grief, her latest book, explains the loss of a father, love of a daughter, and longing for some laughter that can never be heard again. This is one of the few times the writer meets with her readers in Nigeria. The chattering ends. The first few lines of the 85-page book gives you a glimpse of how tangible and physical grief can be.
On 10 June, he was gone. My brother Chooks called to tell me, and I came undone. But there he is. Okay is holding a phone over my father's face, and my father looks asleep, his face relaxed, beautiful in repose. Our Zoom call is beyond surreal, all of us weeping and weeping and weeping in different parts of the world, looking in disbelief at the father we adore, now lying still on a hospital bed.
Moments of grief almost enveloping the room, with readers and listeners sharing their losses, reminiscing on what life was with their loved ones and how they moved on, if they eventually did.
My nature to find ways to cope by generally laughing about things and stuff like that. And everybody keeps on going, oh my God, you're so strong, you're so this, you're so this. Of course, I'm trying to be strong, I'm planning a funeral. And then everybody just keeps on telling things like this.
Last month, on the 5th of December, I lost my dad.
And, people are so quick to tell you to move on. We should talk more about grief, the realities of it, I think people suffer in silence because you're supposed to be strong. And even that, as a compliment, bothers me. When people say, be strong. And I'm thinking, my life just fell apart. Why the hell should I be strong? And also this idea, I think, if we're expected to remain normal in the face of grief, then when are we allowed to fall apart? And I often say that when I die, you better not be strong. You better cry.
For the author, it's comforting to talk to people she does not know, as grief forces humane humility on a person.
I think there's a part of me that is always thinking about how to reach out to people, and I think partly because I'm a storyteller. So I'm kind of always looking for ways in which our human stories connect, which is why I wanted to publish this book. I really hoped that it would help. If it helped just one person dealing with grief, it would make me happy.
The most difficult part of writing this was remembering her father's last words, Kachifo, meaning good night in Igbo language.